Hello, my name is Joe Sanford, and I am an assistant professor at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in the School of Agriculture, specializing in agricultural waste management. And today I'm really excited to introduce my recently funded Dairy Innovation Hub Fellowship project, looking at ways that we can use biochar to improve air quality and odor management at dairy facilities from manure. A little background of this project. Every livestock producer out there knows that manure is just the everyday aspect of life. And while manure has a really huge role to play in agricultural sustainability, there are a lot of environmental issues associated with the production of manure. And some of these issues stem from the production of greenhouse gas emissions or odorous emissions during manure storage. And so the goal of this project is to look at ways that we could possibly use biochar, which is a cheaper alternative to activated carbon, to address some of these greenhouse gas and odor emission issues associated with manure storages. In this project, we're going to be looking at two different applications of biochar to reduce greenhouse gas and odorous emissions during manure storage. The first application is a very simple and straightforward idea of which we're going to produce biochar from agricultural residues, including corn stover and manure solids. And we're going to apply that biochar to the surface of pilot manure storages and evaluate over the course of 6 months the differences in emissions of greenhouse gases and odorous emissions from those storages between both control systems and also systems that have received these different biochar surface applications. The hope is that this application is a method that could be utilized at both small scale and large scale facilities for reducing greenhouse gas and odor emissions during manure storage. The second aspect of this project is going to be looking at using biochar to improve the feasibility of anaerobic digestion. Research has shown that using anaerobic digestion in livestock systems, we can significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions and odorous emissions during manure storage if we treat that manure with anaerobic digestion. However, adoption of anaerobic digestion, particularly in the United States, has been very slow. And one of the reasons for this has to do with both the high capital investment for producers and also the high annual operation and maintenance budget associated with anaerobic digesters. So what we're going to do in this portion of the project is look at a way that we can potentially help reduce some of that operational and maintenance budget by looking at improving the quality of biogas produced during anaerobic digestion to reduce the need for biogas cleanup. So during the anaerobic digestion process, a lot of different gases are produced, including methane, carbon dioxide, but one gas that is a huge concern and requires removal before energy production is hydrogen sulfide. And preliminary studies have really shown that there is a potential that biochar, if dosed into the anaerobic digester with the manure, could potentially reduce the production during anaerobic digestion of hydrogen sulfide. And if we can reduce this production during the anaerobic digestion process, we can potentially reduce the need and cost associated with post cleanup of that biogas. So what we're going to do in this study is we're going to use a bench scale and pilot scale approach. And in the bench scale approach, look at different types of biochar, including those produced from agricultural residues, such as corn stover and manure solids, and also those produced from some more conventional biomasses, such as woody products. And we're going to dose that biochar into small batch systems and look at the reduction of hydrogen sulfide production. We're then going to, after we identify potential candidates and potential dosing rates, of biochar into these systems. We're then going to scale up to a pilot scale system that is more realistic to what's actually happening at farms to see the impact of biochar dosing in those systems as well. I have a really good group of students working for me this coming fall and spring, and we're really excited to start this project and look at ways that we can help the dairy industry reduce greenhouse gas emissions and also improve the feasibility of anaerobic digestion at dairy facilities. We just want to thank the Dairy Innovation Hub for funding this project, and we're really looking forward to getting this project started in the lab.